Long time ago, our ancestors would go to some place and face the east, and they go there just before the sun comes up. You can see the light in the sky, it's red in the east, and during this time, just before the sun comes up, this is considered a sacred time because wherever the sun is about to shine, at this moment, it is changing from nighttime to daytime. But it's not just that that's happening. It's like there's a time for people, meaning animals and some plants and other things, that their time when they're awake is during the nighttime. And as they're getting ready to go to sleep or something like that, they are honoring or giving thanks for the night. They're giving thanks to all of creation for their time they were awake during the nighttime. At the same time, the people who are awake during the day are doing something similar. Like what I just mentioned, where some people will go and face the east, and as the sky is red, this is a transformation time. This is when the nighttime is slowly transforming to the day as the sun is coming to shine in that area. So while people who are awake during the day are giving thanks for having a good sleep, they're giving thanks for their lives, that they will have a good day, that no matter what happens, it will be a good day. So you will hear them say things like Ampetukilewa shtekte lo, or women will say Ampetukilewa shtekte. And this means this shall be a good day, no matter what. Even if it's a difficult day, as long as you do your best through that time, you will learn from it and you will be blessed for it. Then it's still a good day. You see what I mean? You see how that works? It's still a blessing, as long as you learn from it, so you can appreciate that which is really important and that which is truly beautiful. So people are saying these kind of things as they're praying. Maybe they're praying for their relatives. Maybe they're praying for anybody who is sick, who is going through difficulty. But it's not just humans that they're praying for. They're praying for our plant relatives, for our animal relatives, for the earth, for the water. They're thanking the sun. They're praying for the air. They're thanking everything that makes it possible for life to be here, not just for humans, but for all creation, so that we all can live. Because we're all relatives. What we do affects each other. This is a very important thing. We are connected, which means we're related in the Lakota way of thinking. That's why we have this two-word phrase, Mitakuyepi. Technically it means all my relations, but the definition is deeper than that. It means that we're related to everything around us. But that's just half of the definition. The other half of the definition is that everything inside of us is also relatives. Our soul, to our body, to our emotions, to our mind, our thoughts, and every part of those too. Like, for example, our lungs and our heart and our brain and our muscles and our blood and all these wonderful things that make it possible for us to live and to breathe. These are all relatives inside of us too. So Mitakuyepi, the definition is really deep. It means everything around us is all connected to us, just like everything inside of us is all connected to each other. This is Mitakuyepi, all my relations. This is everything. Everything in the creation and throughout the whole universe. We're even related to that which is out there and that which is within. So we're talking like the subatomic world, the really tiny things that we cannot see. It's all relatives. That's why we consider everything a relative in the Lakota way. So during this time that we greet the day, when the sky is still red before the sun comes over the horizon, even when it's cloudy, you kind of have an idea when this is. This is a sacred time. And during that time, we also speak to our grandmother Earth, Umshimakha, and we talk to her. Say whatever we need to say, whatever we feel. We thank her for everything that she does for us. We thank her that we have a piece of her soul inside of us that's connected to our soul while we're here on this earth. This is our connection to her. Isn't that amazing? And we ask for help if we want to. If we're going through a hard time, we tell her, I'm really going through a hard time. Gee, this is really hard, but I just am thankful you're there so you can hear me. There's a very sacred song called Tratuye Dopa Oloa, means four directions song, but really it's including the earth and it's also including above. And you're the seventh one. You're in the middle of it all. Yeah, you are the seventh direction. But in this song, the verse for the earth, one of the lines says, your grandmother is laying there. She wants to hear you. She wants you to talk to her. You can do this anytime. You can do this during the night. You can do this anytime. I'm just saying that sometimes people make a special time just before the sun is coming over the horizon in the east and the sky is red, because red represents life, it's transformation. Just like our blood is life, this is why we consider red a sacred color. It represents life. It doesn't represent Indians. A lot of people think that red represents Indians. No, it does not. It was Christopher Columbus who called us Red Indians. First of all, he thought he was in India when he arrived in Central America on one of them islands. I forget the name. He thought he was in India, so he called, hey, there's the Indians. Then he realized, okay. he don't want to admit he's lost, so he's saying, oh, they're Red Indians, he called them. For people out there, if you think Indians are the red people, no, we're not. We don't call ourselves that. Our ancestors never called ourselves red people. We called ourselves Ikjeoyate, the human nation. So, red does not represent the Indian way. It represents life. Blood is red. This is life. Red is a sacred color because it represents life, not because it represents Indians. It represents life. And we all have that no matter what color we are. Even if we're a combination of colors, we all have this. Okay? So, just wanted to make that clear. So, like I said, sometimes people take time in the dawn before the sun comes up and the sky is red in the eastern horizon, because this is a time of transformation as the night is becoming day, and we are making prayers, or we don't even have to pray, we can meditate too and just appreciate life. Just appreciate the very moment, right now, the present moment. taking deep breaths and listen to the breath. Every inhale and exhale, just listening to the breath. Listen to the breath. Just pay attention to that. Focus on that only. And you really come into the present moment like that. And sometimes people will be doing that during this time. And actually you can do this anytime, but a lot of people include this special time when the night is transforming into the day, when the horizon is red, this time of transformation. And then they do it when the day is over, too. Yeah? When the sun just went over the horizon and the sky is red, then they do it again. This is a time to give thanks for the day and what happened and the things that were learned, the things that were appreciated. And again, the people can talk to the earth and just say whatever they feel. At the same time, the people of the night are waking up and they're doing the same thing that we humans did during the dawn. So for us is dusk. For the people who are awake during the night, that's their dawn. You see what I mean? Isn't that cool how that works? It shows you that the life is amazing on this wonderful grandmother earth. I'm just talking about these two sacred times, these times of transformation.
I invite you to come visit my website at wolakota7.com. You can see the address on the screen, and here you can learn about the books that I've written and also some of the services that I offer. For example, spiritual consultation and Lakota language lessons. And you can see the books that I wrote, and one of them, called Keya Mato Stonehearts, I wrote with my wife. And if you would like to order these books or order any of my services, you can see all the information on the screen. And for more questions, please write to me at the email address that you see at the bottom right of the screen. Thank you very much for listening to this video, and I really appreciate your support of this channel. Also, thank you for the comments that you leave. I read them all and I really appreciate them. And if there's information here that can help you, then that's cool. And if not, then, well, that's okay too. And thank you very much for being a part of this community. I invite you to visit my other channel, which is called Lakota Language from the Heart. And I'm putting a link to it in the video description. So check out my new channel, which is exclusively about learning to speak the Lakota language from the heart. Everything is a circle. There is no end. So that's why we say until next time, which in Lakota is Doksha Ake.